Briefing. December 1, 2024. Subject: the impact of Donald Trump's election as president. 1. Following Trump's election, there may be cuts to federal funding for climate and infrastructure, jeopardizing environmental projects in many low-income and minority communities. These projects had previously benefited from the Biden administration's climate and infrastructure legislation. 2. Trump's election has triggered sanctions from the UK and Canada against Israel due to its illegal settlement activities in Palestinian territories. This indicates that Trump's presidency could lead to divergences in U.S. Middle East policy with its allies. 3. Despite Trump's previous statement that Prince Harry should be expelled from the U.S., Harry and Meghan have decided to remain in California and are preparing to take legal action to address any potential immigration issues. They chose to stay in California for the stability of their children and to distance themselves from Trump supporters. 4. In his Thanksgiving address, Trump issued a warning to leftist lunatics, adopting a hardline stance. This contrasts sharply with President Biden's moderate Thanksgiving message, reflecting a potentially more polarized political atmosphere in the U.S. following Trump's return to power. Overall, Trump's election as president may lead to significant shifts in both domestic and foreign policy, introducing uncertainty for environmental projects, the Middle East situation, and the domestic political landscape. December 1, 2024. Briefing. Trump's team's China policy. Key points. 1. Many of the cabinet members nominated by Trump are hawks who take a hardline stance on China, and it is expected that they will adopt a more confrontational policy towards China in areas such as the economy and security. 2. The Chinese leadership has a better understanding of Trump's style now and will not be caught off guard as they were 8 years ago. They may seek to establish back-channel communications through pro-China figures within Trump's circle, such as Elon Musk. 3. China will pay special attention to Trump's team's stance on Taiwan, which is a red line for Beijing. While Trump himself may focus more on economic interests, many of his aides support strengthening relations with Taiwan. 4. The Trump administration is expected to significantly increase tariffs on Chinese goods, which could severely impact the Chinese economy. However, Chinese experts believe that Trump would ultimately still be willing to strike a deal with China. Overall, it is anticipated that U.S.-China relations will further deteriorate over the next 4 years, but China is prepared to respond and seeks to ease tensions through insiders within Trump's administration. The Trump administration's China policy will primarily be characterized by a hardline approach, but the specifics of its implementation will depend on Trump's personal inclinations. December 1, 2024. Briefing. Trump's real social media. Main content. 1. After Trump's election as president, his vice president J.D. Vance posted a satirical image on Thanksgiving depicting Trump as a traditional wife, sparking widespread discussion and controversy. 2. As Trump prepares to begin his second term, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg met with Trump at Mar-a-Lago to discuss the upcoming government. This has led to speculation about Zuckerberg's relationship with Trump's administration. 3. Despite Trump's easy victories in Maine's 2nd congressional district, Democratic Congressman Jared Golden successfully secured re-election. He adopted a gradualist conservatism political approach, maintaining his Democratic stance while also gaining support from Republicans and independent voters. 4. Golden believes that simplifying the political spectrum into two camps is harmful, advocating for progressive economics and cultural conservatism. This cross-ideological political stance has helped him gain support even among Trump supporters. Overall, these articles reflect the dynamics of Trump and his allies in politics and social media, as well as the rise of some political figures who transcend traditional party boundaries. This indicates a continuing shift in the American political landscape. Briefing content. On December 1, 2024, newly elected President Trump plans to impose additional tariffs on Chinese goods, prompting Hong Kong manufacturers to shift towards new markets in Southeast Asia and the Middle East, while simultaneously impacting Hong Kong's economy and exports. Industry leaders and analysts indicate that Trump's plan will affect Hong Kong businesses that primarily target European and American markets. However, some representatives from Hong Kong's business community believe that the manufacturing sector is prepared to handle any new punitive measures, as they have already been tested during the US-China trade war that began in 2018. Trump stated that on his first day in office, he would impose tariffs on all products from Canada, Mexico, and China, which would disrupt global supply chains and impose heavy costs on companies reliant on business with these major world economies. Overall, Trump's tariff policy will impact Hong Kong's manufacturing and exports, but the industry is somewhat prepared to respond. Additionally, this policy will have widespread implications for the global supply chain landscape. December 1, 2024 briefing, Trump assembles the wealthiest cabinet in history. Main content. 1. President-elect Trump has decided to stick with his cabinet selections, despite their controversial backgrounds. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel expressed concern that Trump's choices would send the wrong message to victims of sexual assault, and his large-scale deportation plan could affect law enforcement's ability to apprehend other criminals. 2. Trump has nominated individuals from the universities of Pennsylvania and New Jersey for key cabinet positions, including Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Commerce, FDA Commissioner, and Secretary of Health and Human Services. These individuals exhibited conservative tendencies or entrepreneurial spirit during their university years. 3. The total net worth of Trump's cabinet is expected to exceed $9 billion, setting a historical record. This includes Commerce Secretary nominee Lutnick, net worth $2.2 to $4 billion, Energy Secretary nominee Wright, net worth $5 billion, and figures like Musk, net worth $330 billion, and Ramaswamy, net worth $1.1 billion, who do not require Senate confirmation. This far surpasses the total net worth of Biden's cabinet, which stands at $120 million. 4. Trump's cabinet selections have sparked some controversy, such as former Democratic presidential candidate Gabbard being nominated as Director of National Intelligence. She has been perceived as pro-Russian and pro-Indian nationalism, which is seen as inconsistent with democratic values. Additionally, there may be conflicts of interest among nominees in the healthcare sector. Overall, Trump is assembling a wealthy and conservative cabinet team, mostly composed of individuals from universities in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, reflecting his victory in the 2024 election. However, these selections have also raised concerns that warrant close attention.